yo soy Jorge Roig, bienvenidos a un nuevo programa de Cine Spoilers donde todas las semanas te traemos lo último del mundo del cine y de las series. Les recuerdo las redes sociales para que estemos en contacto, @Venevisión, @B+Piso y @MRRoig, Mr. Roig. Y no perdamos más tiempo, vamos a conocer lo que tenemos preparados para ustedes hoy aquí en Cine Spoilers. Hoy en Cine Spoilers les traemos un especial dedicado al cine de acción y recordaremos algunas de las entrevistas más icónicas que hemos hecho.
¡Venezuela!
I'm recovering.
Comenzaremos recordando la entrevista que le hicimos al elenco de la película Los Tres Mosqueteros d'Artagnan.
Podemos hablar en español, pero hacer una entrevista en español solo no se puede hacer.
Lo puedo hablar un poquito también, pero sí, una entrevista total no es posible.
Le cardinal fera tout pour faire tomber la reine.
Pour qui travaillez-vous, madame?
Le diable, probablement.
Luego viajaremos al universo de Marvel para conversar con Will Poulter, uno de los protagonistas de Guardianes de la Galaxia Volumen 3.
In the comics was very helpful, and Adam appearing in issue 66, 67, afforded me a bit more information. And then, I think together with James and by eventually seeing the script, I began to get a sort of good idea of who this guy was. And then also, watching my now colleagues, perform their work was helpful in terms of crafting the character.
Último viaje.
Y por último recordaremos las entrevistas que tuvimos con el elenco de Rápidos y Furiosos 10.
It's insane. ¿Y Venezuela?
Quiero mucho Venezuela. Hola Venezuela, soy Mia Jordana Brewster, te amo mucho. Y comenzamos este especial de cine de acción viajando hasta Francia para revisitar uno de los clásicos literarios más importantes de la historia, Los Tres Mosqueteros d'Artagnan. En esta película de acción tuve la oportunidad de conversar con dos de sus protagonistas, los actores François Civil y Vincent Cassel. Veamos qué nos contaron de este proyecto en Close Up.
I'm really excited to be talking to you and congratulations on the film. I think it's amazing. And what I enjoy the most is that the Three Musketeers is a timeless classic, but this film allows to know better the story of each character. It's really nice to get to spend time with each character. What attracts you guys the most about this adaptation that made you want to be part of it?
Well, first of all, it's the first French adaptation for the past 60 years. So the fact that we can bring Dumas back to France into the hands of a French production is already something in itself. Then the fact that, let's face it, it's very rare to have this kind of movies made in France. It's a huge budget with a lot of ambition. Obviously, the movie is traveling all over the world. You're the proof, the living proof of this. To be attached with a movie like this, with a cast like this, it's something that you just can't refuse.
Les diables que je dois gronder. Excusez-moi. Vous croyez que cela va suffire? On ne se fait pas justice soi-même. Oh, c'était un peu plus gras celui-là, je l'embrocherais bien. Hein. C'est un droit qui m'appartient à moi. Et à moi seul.
I agree, and I would say the writing. When you adapt something that dense as the Three Musketeers by Dumas, you have to make choices. And of course some characters disappeared, but some storylines went more complex, more dense, and had more weight to them. I'm thinking about Athos, I'm thinking about D'Artagnan and Constance. I think we really were careful to have these relationships on point.
Qui est cet enfant?
D'Artagnan, votre majesté.
3 duels en 3 heures avec 3 mousquetaires.
Monsieur Athos a le droit de me tuer en premier, Monsieur Porthos en second et Aramis en dernier.
Je le trouve bien arrogant, jeune homme.
C'est ma seule richesse. Et je la mets tout entière au service de Sa Majesté.
By this time, we know that each of the Musketeers have big personalities and bring something unique to the group of the Musketeers. Do you guys, you spend a lot of time during this shoot. What do you think, like, Athos and D'Artagnan brings to the group of the Musketeers?
I would say D'Artagnan brings a new eye. Some is fresh. Is the youngest. So what it brings is maybe a bit of impulsivity. Is a bit naive. Is a bit and is maybe he's courageous as they all are, but his energy is a bit different. He's a bit of a mad dog, I'd say.
Je suis Charles d'Artagnan.
J'ai bien connu votre père. Que puis-je faire pour son fils?
Aussi loin que je me souvienne, j'ai toujours voulu être mousquetaire.
Vous allez rejoindre les cadets. Et peut-être un jour, vous serez mousquetaire.
Ils sont 7, nous sommes 3.
Il me semble à moi que nous sommes 4.
Tu veux pas le tuer, s'il te plaît? Il m'exaspère. Cette rivalité entre nos troupes est ridicule.
Retenez vos soldats, je retiendrai les miens.
And Athos is the oldest. He carries a drama. He has a lot of regrets. There is something very cynical in his way of looking at the world. So it's something like he's a character that brings the past, really. The interesting thing, and that maybe that's why they asked us to do the interview together, it's that somehow maybe Athos looks at D'Artagnan as a young himself. You know, he sees himself when he arrived in Paris and when he decided to become something, but somehow he wants to protect him from what happened to him, from the errors he's made, almost like a father figure, I would say.
Vous voulez donc que je déclare la guerre aux protestants et à l'Angleterre.
Le cardinal fera tout pour faire tomber la reine.
Pour qui travaillez-vous, madame?
Le diable, probablement.
And it's really interesting, the dynamic between these two characters in the movie, and I'm really excited for what is coming next this year. But I've heard that you know a little Spanish, so I don't know, how was your Spanish? How is it? Is it good or a little bit?
Podemos hablar en español, pero hacer una entrevista en español solo no se puede hacer.
Lo puedo hablar un poquito también,
it's
pero sí, una entrevista total no es posible.
But I think it's just enough to invite the people in Venezuela not to miss this great adventure that is coming really soon to theaters, right?
Sí.
Yes.
Okay,
Entonces,
so it's all yours.
Entonces, la película Los Tres Mosqueteros está llegando en Venezuela. Por favor, vaya a asistir. Vaya a asistir, se puede decir.
Los invito a que vayan,
Porque hablo más portuñol. La verdad.
But that's great. That's you get an A+ from me. This is great. Great Spanish.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thank you for your time and congratulations on the film.
Thank you very much.
Ciao.
Bye.
Momento de hacer nuestra primera pausa, pero ustedes no se despeguen porque en la próxima parte viajaremos hasta el universo cinematográfico de Marvel. Porque estaré conversando con uno de los protagonistas de Guardianes de la Galaxia Volumen 3. Se trata de Will Poulter, quien interpreta al personaje de Adam Warlock. Ya volvemos con más de Cine Spoiler. Estamos de vuelta con más de Cine Spoilers en este especial dedicado a películas de acción. Y justamente una de las más taquilleras de este año se trata de Guardianes de la Galaxia Volumen 3. En el más reciente capítulo de estos superhéroes de Marvel conocemos a un nuevo personaje llamado Adam Warlock, que es interpretado por el joven actor Will Poulter. Dejemos que él mismo nos cuente todos los detalles sobre esta participación en nuestra sección Close Up.
Siempre buscamos una familia. Hasta que nos encontramos.
Hi Will, how are you?
I'm very good, thanks, Jorge. How are you?
Great, congratulations on the film. I think it's amazing. I'm still recovering from it, at least emotionally. I'm recovering. So I wanted to know, because Adam Warlock is a very well-known character for all the fans of Marvel, and we were expecting him to finally come to the MCU. What did you know about him before committing to the role?
Yeah, I had read a lot of the kind of fan fiction online, and that got me very excited, and it was really genuinely very informative, especially because when I first started auditioning, I didn't know, who the character was, and I wasn't even sort of told specifically who I was auditioning for. So, as you know, there's a lot of secrecy around Marvel projects, and that was the nature of the beast. Reading the comics was very helpful, and Adam appearing in issue 66, 67, afforded me a bit more information. And then, I think together with James and by eventually seeing the script, I began to get a sort of good idea of who this guy was. And then also, watching my now colleagues, perform their work was helpful in terms of crafting the character. Watching Elizabeth Debicki, as the High Priestess of the Sovereign, and all the other members of the Sovereign, that informed, my behavior, my accent, and gave me an idea of kind of what Adam was sort of born into, and what the kind of expectations might be, and where that sense of entitlement comes from that you see in him too.
And now that you mentioned the team and James Gunn, how was it for you working with them? Is it as fun as it looks on screen?
It really is as fun as it looks. It's hard work too, but James couldn't do more to make it fun, really. He allows us to have so much fun and to joke around so much, and it's amazing to work with someone who is so organized and has such a realized vision of how they want to make a movie, and then also making adjustments to his process in order to make it fun for you and empower you as a creative, and very grateful for that.
And I must say, Adam Warlock looks amazing on screen, and you did an incredible transformation, physical transformation. How was your preparation for the film? And do you have any beauty tips from Adam Warlock, because he looks so cool?
Thank you. Well, obviously a huge team effort from everyone to make Adam look the way that he looks. As far as the physical transformation is concerned, I was very lucky. I was able to kind of assemble a team of people who helped me do it in a way that was safe and natural, took me through the process in a way that kind of prioritized my mental and physical health long term, so that I gave it my best shot, but I wasn't causing myself too many issues. Ben Carraway was my head trainer, Daryl Richards was one of my other trainers, and then Aaron Deere was my nutritionist, and they all kind of worked together over a series of months to get me ready for the role. And I'd been training and kind of regularly exercising physically for a number of years prior to that, and for 2 roles previous, so I didn't have to do it in an incredibly intense period of time, nor was I put under undue pressure from Marvel. They were just very, very supportive and provided me with all the resources that I need.
And the Guardians are such an incredible team. If you have to choose your favorite member of the Guardians of the Galaxy, which one would be?
It's really, really hard. It changes all the time. I mean, I love Cosmo the dog, played by Maria. I love Mantis, played by Pom. Dave is also a favorite. Dave's character, Drax, is also a favorite of mine. It's really hard to choose, and it kind of depends what mood I'm in. I think Sean Gunn as Kraglin is brilliant in this movie. There's so many good performances.
And just to finish, in Venezuela, we are really excited to watching this film. Could you say hi to the people in Venezuela and invite them not to miss Guardians of the Galaxy?
Absolutely. Hello to everyone in Venezuela. Thank you for your support of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I hope you go and check out the movie, and I hope you love it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Hacia la eternidad. Hermoso cielo.
Momento de hacer una nueva pausa, pero si te gusta la velocidad, te recomiendo que no te vayas muy lejos, porque en la próxima parte estaremos recordando las entrevistas que hicimos al elenco de Rápidos y Furiosos 10. Ya volvemos con más de Sin Spoilers. vuelta con más de Cine Spoilers y en un especial dedicado al cine de acción no podía faltar una de las sagas más taquilleras de todos los tiempos, Rápidos y Furiosos 10. En la 10ª entrega de esta franquicia, Dominic Toretto y toda su familia se enfrenta al villano más terrible que han tenido hasta ahora y tuvimos la oportunidad de conversar con los actores y protagonistas de esta cinta. Vamos a ver qué nos contaron de este proyecto en Close Up.
That's the bomb. All right, dorks, what are we blowing up? What? The Vatican? Wow, you guys are going to hell.
Y estamos de vuelta con más de este programa especial de Cine Spoiler dedicado al estreno de Rápidos y Furiosos 10. Y por supuesto, con el elenco de esta saga encabezado por Vin Diesel y también las nuevas incorporaciones Daniela Melchior o personajes muy conocidos de la saga, Michelle Rodríguez, Jordana Brewster y el director de la cinta, Louis Leterrier. Así que pónganse cómodos para ver todos los detalles de la alfombra roja de Rápidos y Furiosos 10.
Siempre cumplo mis promesas.
Hi. It's insane. I mean, you know, I'm like, my head is blowing up. And look at this. I've never felt something like this. As a fan and as a director, I mean, it's amazing. It was terrifying because I was like, will they accept me? But the moment, you know, this giant man that Vin Diesel is turned around and looked at me and then gave me the biggest smile and said, welcome to the family, brother, and give me a hug. I was like, oh, I relaxed.
The franchise, you know, we needed a obstacle course of sorts through one of the most famous cities in the world. It was the playground that the Fast and Furious franchise was needing. And we're happy that we didn't break through.
Jordana, the last film, you couldn't have that many contacts. How does it feel to be back with the fans, meeting the fans?
I mean, we've gone from no contact to like contact. It's amazing. It's incredible. Because this is what it should be like, you know?
And I want to know, how is the first time when you read a new Fast script? It must be amazing.
It is. I mean, every time there's like, oh my God, like what are the spoilers? What are they going to do? How are they going to pull it off? It's crazy.
Can you say hi to the people in Venezuela? We're huge fans of this saga.
Hola Venezuela, soy Mia, Jordana Brewster, te amo mucho.
Get whoever he wants for it, honestly.
Hi. How does it feel to be part of a franchise filled with strong female characters, and what can we expect from Isabel?
So, Isabel is a street racer from Brazil. She's very, I would say, she plays very strong, but she's very vulnerable. She will have a special moment with Dom, where they will both open up for each other, and yeah, and I can't spoil anything else.
And how does it feel to be part of this fandom that is crazy?
It's crazy, but it's full of love. I mean, my heart is full of love. This is really special for me.
Can you say hi to the people in Venezuela?
Yes, hi Venezuela. Hola, te quiero mucho.
Michelle, ¿qué tenemos que hacer para que Rápido y Furioso llegue a Venezuela, a rodar en las calles de Venezuela? Tenemos paisajes increíbles.
Yo, la verdad, es como las Olimpiadas en este momento. Vamos tureando alrededor del mundo y no sé dónde cae la próxima vez, pero me encantaría visitar.
Has estado muy emocionada, el público mexicano es realmente especial, pero el latino en general, porque amamos esta saga. ¿Cómo se siente estar presentando la película de nuevo?
A la verdad, es una emoción que ni lo puedo descubrir, es algo precioso, ¿eh? ¡Saludo a Venezuela!
Place to do it than in Rome, huh?
No, we got this.
To Venezuela?
Yeah.
I've been working on it.
Please.
My dream is to go to Venezuela. In fact, for a long time, my dream has been to go to Santo Angel.
Please, we have to go.
That's where I want to film, Angel Falls.
How does it feel being here in Mexico with all these people?
Increíble. Increíble. We're with the real people. We're with the people that have supported the franchise for decades. Nothing's better than this.
Congratulations, you're amazing.
Y así llegamos al final de Sin Spoilers por esta semana. Les recuerdo nuestras redes sociales @Venevisión, @B+Piso y @MRRoic, Mr. Roic. Nos vemos la semana que viene con un nuevo programa de Sin Spoilers.